Welcome back to the Deep Dive, your essential shortcut to understanding the industries that are, well, truly shaping our digital economy. Today, we're not just scratching the surface. We're taking a full-fledged plunge into a sector where technology, entertainment, and finance aren't just meeting, they're converging in a massive, transformative way. Okay, let's unpack this. We're diving deep into the global online casino software market. Our guide for this journey comes from some really fascinating excerpts from a detailed market forecast by Cognitive Market Research. And when I say transformative, I mean it. This market, it stood at a robust $4.7 billion just a few years ago, back in 2021. But it's projected to swell to an astounding $14.5 billion by 2033. That's nearly tripling its size in just over a decade. So what does this phenomenal growth actually mean for our digital world? And, what powerful forces are propelling this incredible expansion?
Those numbers are definitely compelling, aren't they? They really illustrate a fundamental shift in how people consume entertainment and interact with digital platforms. What's truly fascinating here is how the rapid adoption of digital solutions, coupled with ever-increasing internet penetration globally, and a growing, almost insatiable demand for more engaging and immersive gaming experiences. It's all making online casino software the absolute backbone of the entire iGaming
It's the
industry.
backbone, yeah.
And just for clarity, when we talk iGaming, we mean that whole ecosystem of online gambling, sports betting, poker, the full suite of online casino games, everything. The impressive 9.8% compound annual growth rate, the CAGR. Well, that isn't just a statistic. It's a clear signal of strong, sustained expansion. It reveals a dynamic market that's accelerating, not slowing down.
Accelerating is definitely the word. Let's really try and grasp the sheer scale of this global growth story. We're moving from that $4.7 billion benchmark in 2021, quickly climbing to nearly $6.9 billion by 2025, and then, like you said, rocketing to that projected $14.5 billion by 2033. Wow. This isn't just incremental growth, it feels more like a profound reorientation. Almost a digital gold rush, you could say, driven by those core factors you mentioned: digital platform adoption, internet access reaching, well, everywhere, and that constant evolving demand for gaming experiences that are more engaging, more immersive, and crucially, more accessible than ever. Right. So, with this incredible overall picture in mind, let's zoom in. Where is this growth actually happening globally? Because the regional dynamics, they tell an even richer story, don't they?
Absolutely. If we connect this to the bigger picture, we see these distinct regional dynamics, like different gears in a massive engine, each contributing to the overall boom. And these dynamics often reveal some surprising leaders. Take North America, for instance, a major established player. The market there is set to nearly triple in value by 2033, reaching over $5.3 billion from its 2021 base. It's maintaining a very healthy 8.9% CAGR. And within that, the United States clearly dominates in terms of sheer size. It's projected to generate nearly $3.9 billion on its own by 2033. It's a powerhouse, for sure, but maybe not always the flashiest mover, if that makes sense.
Yeah, okay. But here's where it gets really interesting when you look closer at North America. So while the U.S. is undeniably the largest market in revenue, it's not necessarily the fastest growing.
Exactly.
Canada, for example, is already showing a brisker pace, growing at 9.5% CAGR. But the real standout for the region, that's Mexico. It's truly leading North America's growth story, projected to accelerate at a remarkable 10.6% CAGR and reach over $500 million by 2033. That's significant. It indicates real emerging market strength within an established continent. What do you think makes Mexico such a high-growth pocket right now? Is it just catching up or something more?
That's a great question, and it points to a common theme we see in rapidly expanding digital markets, demographics, and digital adoption. Mexico benefits from a younger, highly connected population. They're incredibly mobile first. They're embracing digital entertainment platforms really quickly, and crucially, there's an evolving regulatory landscape. It's still maturing, sure, but it's providing more clarity and stability for operators. This combination allows for swift scaling of online platforms, often sort of leapfrogging traditional entertainment distribution methods.
Okay, that makes perfect sense. That leapfrogging idea is key. So if North America shows us this pattern established dominance with these emerging high-growth pockets, does Europe follow a similar path? Or is its story entirely different given its older digital landscape?
Europe presents an equally compelling narrative, though perhaps more diversified.
Yeah.
We see revenues there climbing steadily. It was $1.32 billion in 2021, heading towards nearly $3.9 billion by 2033. That shows a strong 9.4% CAGR. Countries like the UK, Germany, France, they naturally remain the largest, most established markets. They were early adopters of digital tech and iGaming platforms. Their growth is robust, but perhaps, more incremental.
Right. But even within those mature European markets, we're seeing these fascinating regional hotspots driving even faster adoption. You've got countries like Spain, Denmark, Switzerland, each recording double-digit growth, exceeding an impressive 10.8% CAGR. That just goes to show, doesn't it? Even in historically strong, digitally mature markets, there are still pockets of intense, accelerated growth. What fuels these specific surges in more developed areas? Is it suddenly regulation changing or something else?
It's often a combination of factors, but you hit on a key one. Regulatory clarity plays a huge role. In many of these specific countries, recent legislative changes have created a more predictable, more secure environment. For operators and consumers alike, this fosters trust, encourages innovation, and it attracts significant investment. That's key. Plus, these markets often have high disposable incomes, sophisticated digital infrastructures, and a high comfort level with online transactions. All that collectively creates fertile ground for new, engaging iGaming offerings to really thrive.
That deeper dive into Europe really clarifies how even mature markets can find new engines for growth. Fascinating.
hmm
Now, if we look towards the east, the Asia-Pacific region, this truly emerges as the undisputed growth engine for the entire market, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Undisputed.
It's surging from under $1 billion in 2021 to a staggering $3.58 billion by 2033, boasting the strongest CAGR of any region, a remarkable 11.4%. China, as you might expect, leads in sheer scale, projected to cross $1.27 billion by 2033. So what does this all mean for global leadership and market expansion? While China leads in absolute scale, the source reveals something quite striking. India is actually the fastest growing market globally. It's expanding at an incredible 12.6% CAGR, which means its market will more than quadruple by 2033.
Quadruple, yeah. Incredible pace.
And it's not alone. Other fast movers like Southeast Asia and the broader rest of APAC region, they're both growing above 11.5% CAGR. This really paints a picture of explosive, transformative growth coming out of Asia. What makes India specifically such a powerful and unique growth story on the global stage?
India's growth is phenomenal, you're right, and it represents what we sometimes call a leapfrog growth model. Unlike many mature markets that built their digital infrastructure incrementally, India has largely bypassed landline internet adoption. They went straight to mobile first.
Right. Mobile native almost.
Exactly. They have a massive, young, and incredibly tech-savvy population. Add to that affordable data and a rapidly developing digital payment ecosystem. This combination allows for just lightning-fast adoption of online entertainment without the legacy constraints or, the entrenched habits of older markets. Localized content and payment solutions are also absolutely key, making online casino software incredibly accessible to a vast, previously untapped audience. It's not just about growth. It's like a new blueprint for digital expansion is being written there.
A blueprint for digital entertainment in emerging economies. That's a really insightful way to put it. This raises an important question then. Where else are we seeing significant momentum building? Maybe in places that might surprise some, perhaps even shaping future trends beyond these established giants.
Absolutely. The momentum definitely extends beyond those major regions. South America, for example, is rapidly catching up. It's definitely one to watch closely. Revenues there are set to more than triple, climbing from $247 million in 2021 to over $801 million by 2033. That's a very strong 10.3% CAGR. Brazil, of course, dominates that landscape, the region's economic powerhouse. But we're also seeing Colombia and Argentina accelerating above a 10% CAGR. That makes them key emerging hubs for this technology, fueled by increasing connectivity and a growing middle class.
Okay, interesting. And the digital momentum doesn't stop there, does it? The Middle East is also quickly gaining ground, expanding its market from $180 million in 2021 to $612 million by 2033. That's a very respectable 10.5% CAGR. Countries like Saudi Arabia, Turkey, and Qatar are leading the charge there, showing growth rates above 10.7%. What makes the Middle East unique in its embrace of these sophisticated digital gaming platforms? Is it purely economic power, or are there other cultural or tech factors at play?
It's a complex mix, really. The high disposable income in many Middle Eastern nations certainly plays a role. It allows for investment in premium digital entertainment. There's also a significant digitally native youth population eager for new forms of entertainment. Very tech-savvy. Technologically, these countries often boast excellent internet infrastructure and high smartphone penetration. The challenge, and also the opportunity, often lies in navigating diverse regulatory environments. But where legal frameworks are clear, there's a strong appetite for the high-quality, immersive experiences that online casino software provides. It's about meeting a demand for sophisticated entertainment that aligns with local preferences and, crucially, legal structures.
That's a fascinating look at how different cultural and economic landscapes interact with digital adoption. Very nuanced. And finally, we can't forget Africa. It's steadily advancing in this digital transformation, too. Its market rising from $118 million in 2021 to nearly $357 million by 2033. Nigeria is leading that charge at a 9.3% CAGR, strongly supported by its increasing mobile penetration. What's the specific role of mobile technology in driving this growth across the African continent? Is it even more central there?
Mobile is absolutely critical in Africa, arguably even more so than in other regions. Yes, it often acts as the primary, sometimes the only, gateway to the internet for many individuals. Because there's less legacy fixed-line infrastructure, countries like Nigeria have leapfrogged directly to mobile internet and mobile banking.
Another leapfrog effect.
Precisely.
Yeah.
This means online casino software developers must prioritize mobile-first design, efficient data usage, and integration with popular mobile payment systems to succeed there. The ubiquity of the smartphone is truly democratizing access to iGaming across the continent. It's fundamental.
Okay, let's unpack this further then. We've seen incredible numbers, diverse regional stories, from the leapfrog growth in India to those double-digit hotspots in Europe. Beyond these impressive figures and regional specifics, what are the overarching trends, the fundamental pillars maybe, that tie all this global growth together? What's truly fueling this new era of digital entertainment?
Well, the source material really synthesizes these key drivers for us, and they go beyond just more people online.
Yeah.
The first, and it's massive, is the undeniable shift towards mobile gaming. This isn't just about playing on your phone. It's about game design optimized for smaller screens, touch interfaces, and that on-the-go play pattern.
Right, fitting into people's lives differently.
Exactly. It means developers are innovating with portrait mode gameplay, faster loading times, engaging bite-sized experiences. It's about accessibility and convenience being paramount, turning almost any moment into an entertainment opportunity. Second, we're seeing profound sophistication in live dealer technologies.
Ah, the live dealers. That feels like a big one for trust.
It is. It's more than just a video stream. It's about bridging that trust gap inherent in purely algorithmic games by providing a real human element. Imagine playing blackjack with a professional dealer, streaming in high definition, interacting in real time via chat, seeing every card dealt, just like in a physical casino. These technologies often include multiple camera angles, instant stats, even multi-language support, creating a truly immersive and social experience that perfectly blends digital convenience with human interaction. It's a total game changer for player engagement and trust.
That really highlights how technology is recreating the feel of a traditional casino, but digitally.
Very clever. And the third driver you mentioned, expanding regulatory frameworks. That seems critical, but how do regulations, often seen as restrictive, actually act as a growth engine here? That's a crucial point, and sometimes counterintuitive. While regulations can initially present hurdles, their expansion actually provides legitimacy and stability. When clear, robust regulatory frameworks are put in place, they attract larger, more reputable operators and investors. People know the rules of the game.
Okay.
They ensure consumer protection, responsible gaming practices, and they prevent illicit activities. That, in turn, builds trust in the market overall. This stability and trust are what allow markets to not just operate, but to flourish openly, attracting a broader audience who feels secure participating. It transforms what might have been a gray market into a legitimate, taxable, and rapidly growing industry. It just reinforces the idea that this isn't some niche market. It's truly a cornerstone of the global iGaming ecosystem, built on that foundation of tech advancement and regulatory maturation.
And what a cornerstone it is. So to recap our deep dive here, the global online casino software market isn't just growing, it's undergoing this profound transformation. We're looking at a market projected to hit a staggering $14.5 billion by 2033, fueled by incredible technological innovation, relentless global digital adoption, and those evolving regulatory landscapes we just discussed. We've seen how India is emerging as the fastest growing market globally, how Mexico is leading the charge in North America, and how specific double-digit hotspots are igniting faster adoption even in mature European markets. We really hope this deep dive gives you, our listener, a shortcut to being truly well-informed about a sector that's reshaping entertainment, technology, and finance on a truly global scale.
Absolutely. This market is clearly entering a new era, an era of innovation driven by tech, accessibility, and the basic human desire for engaging experiences. So here's a final thought, building on the source material. Given this convergence of technology, entertainment, and these rapidly evolving regulatory environments, what new forms of digital interaction
maybe even beyond what we currently think of as gaming, might you predict emerging from this robust and dynamic ecosystem in the years to come? It's a fascinating question, isn't it? It encourages us all to think beyond what's available right now and consider the, well, boundless future of digital entertainment. Keep that curiosity burning.